So next fifth lecture we have on multiplication and division. How do we multiply and divide rational numbers? So let us see. So first we will see about the multiplication. So regarding multiplication of the rational numbers, right? Multiplication of the rational numbers, the first property is it is closure property. So yes, closure property holds true in case of the multiplication. What do you mean by closure property? I have already explained in the previous class, right? If we take an example, 2 by 3 multiplied by 4 by 5, these are the two different rational numbers, right? So if you multiply, they will reduce to one single rational number. So this is a closure property. From the two different rational numbers we get a one rational number. So that is called as a closure property. Then the second one we have commutative. So yes, multiplication is commutative in nature, right? Commutative property holds true, is true for multiplication. You can write the sentence in any form as you want. Here also you can write down closure property is true for multiplication, right? So how? So you know that commutative property. Example, if I take the same example to explain, 2 by 3, right, into 4 by 5 is equals to 4 by 5 into 2 by 3, right? You multiplied one with the other or other with the one. Both are the one and the same thing. Then next one, third property, associative property. So again you can say that associative property is true for multiplication. Again I will show you in the example format, right? So what is associative property? That is 2 by 3 into 4 by 5 into, let us say, 1 by 2, right? So either you multiply first two number and then the third number, or you multiply last two numbers then with the first one. Both the things are same. Let us see. So here if we solve the bracket first, right, and then multiply with this, what do we get? 8 by 30. Similarly on this side, if we multiply the bracket first, 4 by 10, and then the next step will again give the same answer. So associative property also holds true in case of the multiplication. Then the fourth thing we have multiplicative identity. So one is multiplicative identity. What do you mean by multiplicative identity? It means that if you multiply 1 with the any number, the number is not going to change. So let us say 2 by 3, if you multiply with the 1, the number is going to remain same, right? So we can say 1 is a multiplicative identity. You multiply 1 with any number, the number remains as it is. So that is what this statement says, that 1 is a multiplicative identity. Then the fifth number we have is property of multiplying with 0. So what does this property says? This property says that if you multiply any number with the 0, answer will be 0. So multiplication with 0, right, gives 0. So that is what the fifth property says. If you multiply 0 with any number, you will get 0. Then let us look at the sixth property. Sixth property, distributive property. Distributive property. What do we mean by distributive property? So distributive property is something like this. Pay attention, this is something different, right? So let us say 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 2 plus 4 upon 5. So how will you solve this statement? How will you solve this given equation? So 2 by 3, first it will get multiplied with the first number and then later on with the second number, plus 2 by 3 multiplied with the second number. Please see the method. This is called as distributive property. 2 by 3 multiplied with the bracket. When bracket and middle one, two terms, these are the two different terms connected with a plus sign. So how will you expand this? 2 by 3 multiplied with the 1 by 2 plus 2 by 3 multiplied by the 4 by 5. So whenever you see this format will be solved with this method, and this method we call it as distributive property. Then the seventh one we have is multiplicative inverse. What do we mean by multiplicative inverse? So again simple it is, right? Let us take an example. If the number is 2 by 3, right, then its multiplicative inverse will be 3 by 2. Denominator becomes numerator and numerator becomes denominator. Just reverse the number. So that is the meaning of multiplicative inverse. So these are the 7 properties which are important for the multiplication. Now let us look out for the division. How will you carry out the division of the rational numbers? So the first property to understand the division, let us say you are given some number 2 by 3 divided by 1 upon 5. How will you simplify this, right? So for this, the step 1 is you convert division into multiplication. Convert division into multiplication. Then the next term which is following the division sign, the term which is following the division sign will become inverse. This is how you solve the division. Let us see once again. If two numbers are to be divided, first number you write as it is, division gets converted into the multiplication, and the term following the division, the next term after the division will become inverse, right? So what will be the answer? 10 upon 3. Let us take another example to understand this first property, that is how to divide, how to carry out the division. So let us say 4 upon 5 divided by 5 upon 4, correct? So 4 upon 5 as it is, division gets converted into the multiplication and the next term becomes reverse. So this is how you carry out the division, right? First important property for the division. Then the second property for the division is, if the number is divided by the 1, number does not change. If the number is divided by the 1, any number you take, if you divide it with the 1, the number will remain as it is. If you apply these steps also, answer remains same. 5 by 4, then division 1, its inverse will also be again 1. So answer again remain as it is. So that is what the second property says. If the number is divided by the 1, number remains as it is, right? So there are only two important properties regarding multiplication or regarding division, right? Now let us look at some sums. So the first question I take is, the question says addition distribute over multiplication. Question is true or false. So what is the answer? Answer is false. Why? Correct statement is multiplication distribute over addition. How? So see your example. 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 upon 2 plus 3 by 4, right? So I have already explained in the property that multiplication gets distributed over the addition. Reverse is not true, or reverse nothing such type exists. Multiplication gets, so multiplication distributes over the addition. Reverse nothing such exists. Then the next question is reciprocal of minus 5 is 1 by 5. True or false? Again this is false, right? What will be the correct statement? Reciprocal of minus 5 is 1 upon minus 5, or also you can write down minus 1 upon 5. So this is the correct answer, right? Then the next question we have multiply. Question is 2 by 3 multiplied by 33 upon minus 22. How will you solve this? Very simple, right? You have to do multiplication. So step 1, if there is any factors common, then you reduce it. So 1 2s are 2, 11 2s are 22, 11 3s are 33, right? So what will be the answer? 11 upon minus 11. This can be further reduced, right? So 1 upon minus 1, as I said, minus sign you can take into the numerator. So the answer is minus 1. Easy? Yes, very easy, right? Then the next one more question based on the multiplication we take. Multiply 2 by 3 multiply by minus 11 upon 12 multiplied by 4 upon minus 22, right? So cut if it is possible, right? Common factors if any, yes. So 2 will go 6 times, 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4, minus and minus, minus in the numerator and minus in the denominator you can cancel. So there is one minus here, one minus here. If we cancel them both, they becomes plus. And now reducing the numbers, so 2 times. So what is remaining in the numerator? 2. In the denominator, 3 3s are 9, 9 2s are 18, right? Further it can be reduced. 1 upon 9 is the answer. Let us take one more question. Multiply 2 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 8 multiplied by minus 16 upon 3 minus 8, and I will write down here again 36 upon minus 2, right? Now how will you simplify? So first cancel out the minus sign. There are 2 minus sign in the denominator but only 1 sign in the numerator, right? So only 1 sign will get cancelled, other sign will remain as it is. So now with the numbers, will 3 get cancelled with anyone? Yes, 3 will get cancelled with the 36. 12. Will 8 get cancelled with anyone? Yes, this 2. 4s are 8. Again this 4 also can be cancelled here, so 4 4s are 16, right? 3, can it get cancelled? Yes. 3 4s are 12. This 2, can it get cancelled? Yes. So 2 2s are. So what remains in the numerator? 4 2s are 8, and what remains in the denominator? Minus 1. So minus 8 is the correct answer. You should be very careful with the minus sign and with this cutting, right? Should do it very carefully. If needed, you can take multiple steps. If you are not able to write it neat and clean, you take multiple, do it in multiple steps. Then the next question we have is simplify. So the question is minus 4 by 5 multiplied by 15 by 8 plus 3 by 2 divided by 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2. How to do this? How? So step 1, open the brackets. That is the first step, right? So first reduce it. So 5 will cancel 3 times, 4 will get cancelled here 2 times, so remaining is here minus 1 into 3 minus 3, here nothing it is, so we'll write 2 plus, here I said how to do division. When you carry out division, right, division gets converted into multiplication and the next term will get reverse. Now do cancellation. So 3, this will go minus 3 times, right? Now remaining is minus 3 by 2 plus 1 by minus 3. You can take minus sign into the numerator, so it will be minus 3 by 2 minus 1 upon 3, right? What is the LCM of 2 and 3? 6. So LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So what will be the next step? 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3. 2 will be multiplied with the 3 and 3 will be multiplied with the 2. So minus 9 plus minus minus 2 upon 6. that is minus 11 upon 6 is the answer. Easy? Yes, easy. Next, seventh question. Seventh question, again it is simplify. No, it's not simplify, it is fill in the blanks. Fill in the blank. So the question is minus 18 by 37, right, multiplied by 11 by 40 equal to 11 by 40 multiplied by dash. What will be the answer? It is very simple, right? So equal to sign you have, that means left hand side is equals to right hand side. What is there on the left hand side? 18 by 37 minus 18 by 37. Is it there on the right hand side? No. So just make a mark that this part is missing. 11 by 40, it is there on the right hand side? Yes, it is there. So whatever is the missing part, that you write down, and that is your answer. Easy, very easy. Then next, the eighth question. Again we'll take one fill in the blank, this time little bit tough question. What is the question? Minus 21 by 40 multiplied by 3 by 7 multiplied by 17 upon minus 24 equal to minus 21 upon 40 multiplied by 17 by 24, 17 by minus 24 multiplied by dash, right? So what will be the answer? So again same thing, is minus 21 upon 40 on the right hand side, right? Here is a equal to sign, so left side must be equal to the right side. So on the left hand side we have minus 21 upon 40. Is this term present on the right hand side? Yes, it is present. 3 by 7, is it present on the right hand side? No, so just put a mark. 7 by minus 24, is it present? Yes, it is present. So whichever term is absent on the right hand side, that term you multiply. So that is the answer. Easy, very easy. Then next one we have verify. Next question we have is verify. So how do we verify? Let me write down the question first. Minus 6 upon 15 multiplied by 7 by 8 plus minus 5 by 12 equal to minus 6 by 15 multiplied by 7 by 8 plus minus 6 by 15 minus 5 by 12. So this is the question. Yes, this is the question, right? So verify means left side you will solve and right side you will solve. If you see this closely, right, which property is this? This is called as distribution property. Right? See, multiplication distribute over addition. So this multiplication is distributed over the addition. See, 6 by 15, it is multiplied with the 7 by 8, then the plus sign. 6 by 15, it is multiplied by minus 5 by 12. So we will verify this property. How to verify? We'll solve left hand side and right hand side. So what will be on the left hand side? So first simplify the bracket, that is a mathematical rule. First simplify the bracket. So what will be the LCM of 8 and 12? 8 and 12, LCM will be 24. So you will multiply here 3 and here you will multiply 2. So this will be 21 plus minus is minus, 5 2s are 10 upon 24. So minus 6 upon 15 multiply 21 minus 10 is 11 upon 24, right? Now if it can get reduced, yes, 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15, 2 again gets reduced to 12. So answer is minus 11 upon 60, right? Then now we'll solve right hand side. So right hand side, multiply these two brackets. Can you reduce it? Yes. 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15, 2 4s are 8. So numerator what remains? This minus sign still remains, right? Minus sign has not cancelled, so minus 1 remains. Minus 1 into 7, minus 7. 5 4s are 20 plus this plus. Then here this one minus 1 6 ja and 2 6 ja. Minus 1 into 5, 3 into 5. What will be in the numerator? Minus 1 into minus 1 will be plus 1, denominator will be 6. What will be the LCM of 20 and 6? LCM of 20 and 6. So let us find out. So I think it will come 10 3s are 30, 32s are 60. 60 is the LCM. So this will be multiplied 3 times, this will be 10 times, numerator will be minus 21, here it will be 10, right, upon 60. Two numbers with the different sign. So here we'll do subtraction. When two numbers are there with the different sign, 21 has a negative sign, 10 has a plus sign. So in this case we'll do subtraction. What will be the subtraction? Minus 21 plus 10, so it is minus 11 upon 60. Yes, LHS is equals to RHS, hence verified. Simple? Yes, very simple. Then next we have 10th question, that is use distributive property of multiplication over addition. So use distribution of multiplication over addition, and the question is minus 2 by 5 multiplied by 3 by 8 minus 25. So we'll use this property. So as per the rule, minus 2 by 5, first it will be multiplied with the first term. If it is plus sign here, we write plus. If it is minus, we write down minus. Then again minus 2 by 5 will be multiplied with the second term. Simple? Yes. Now anything common? Yes. 2 4s are 8, so minus 1 remains. Minus 1 into 3 minus 3, 5 4s are 20. Here anything common? Yes. 5 5s are 25, so minus 10. Correct? Minus of minus 10. Nothing is there in the denominator, you can write down 1. What will be the LCM? 20. So here will multiply 1, here will multiply with the 20. So minus 3 upon 20, minus minus plus 20 into 10, 200. So that is what? So this will now become 197 upon 20. Simple? Yes, very simple. Next question is find multiplicative inverse of minus 2 by minus 7. So what will be its multiplicative inverse? First, we know that there are minus sign in the numerator and in the denominator sign, right? They can get cancelled, so you can cancel them. And now inverse you want, so 7 upon 2. So this is the answer. Even if you don't cancel the minus sign, then your answer will be minus 7 upon minus 2. But it is good to reduce. If something is common, you should cut and then write down the answer. So both the answers are correct. Next we have questions on division. What does the question says? Divide 10 by 33 by 2 by minus 11. How will you convert this sentence into mathematical format? So this has to be divided by this. So first number you will write down divided by 10 upon 33. So now 2 by minus 11 division gets converted into multiplication and the next term becomes reciprocal. Now 2 5s are 10. This will cut 3 times. So answer will be, in denominator remains 1. 1 3s are 3 minus 5. So this can be written as minus 3 upon 5. This is the answer. Easy? Yes, easy. 13th one. Evaluate. What do you mean by evaluate? Evaluate means it is again like a closure property. You have to reduce it. So the question is 5 by 9 divided by 15 upon 36 divided by minus 5 upon 6. So let us start. So as you know, convert division into multiplication. So the next number becomes reciprocal. Here again you convert into multiplication. This number will become reciprocal. Now it is very simple. 5 3s are 15, right? 3 2s are 6. Then 9 4s are 36. What remains in the numerator? 1 into 4 into minus 2, so minus 8. Please keep this minus 2 minus sign in the mind. Denominator 1 into 5, so 5. This is the answer of evaluate. Simple? Yes, very simple. Then the last question for this exercise is subtract the additive inverse of 5 by 6 from multiplicative inverse of minus 5 by 7 into 14 by 15. How to do this? Now see, whenever you see sentence, you have to read it 2 times, 3 times. Understand it first. Subtract. What to subtract? Then here the question has a part. Subtract the additive inverse of 5 by 6 from multiplicative inverse of this number. So this part, right, has to be subtracted from this part. So we will simplify both the parts first, because this part also has something more to do and this another part also has something more to do. So we'll first simplify both the parts. So additive inverse of 5 by 6. What will be the additive inverse of 5 by 6? Additive inverse of 5 by 6 is minus 5 by 6. Then multiplicative inverse of, so multiplicative inverse of this number, it will become reverse, right? Minus will remain as it is, minus 7 upon 5. This number will also get reversed, 15 upon 14. You can cancel, right? So what remains? Minus 3 upon 2. Now we got both the parts. So what does it says? Subtract first part from the second part. So 2 minus 1. So what is the value of this second equation? Minus 3 by 2, right? Minus first part, its value is minus 5 upon 6. Simplify this. So this will be LCM of 2 and 6 is 6. So minus 9 upon minus 9, minus plus 5 upon 6. So this will be minus 4 upon 6. It can be further reduced to minus 2 upon 3. Easy? Yes, very easy. So that is about the multiplication and division of the rational numbers.